Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about the brand new zone that's coming in 8.2 called Mechagon, which is a lost city of gnomes, and we're going to talk about the BFA Alpha, and there's a reason for that. So when they announced Mechagon, I knew that I'd heard something about Mechagnomes and Junkergnomes and something like that in the game files before the announcement of 8.2, and after doing a bit of digging through the map files, there are two maps that have been in the game since Alpha that really got me thinking. The first map is 1809, and it is called MechaGnomeIsland, or MechaGnomeIsland is the actual name, or the long name. And Islands 23, which is 8.0 Islands Junkergnome Caverns prototype. Now, when I first saw these back in the alpha, I obviously just assumed that they were going to be like Island Expedition maps. They never actually came to pass. You obviously don't have a Junkergnome Island Expedition map. And very well, they both could still be just like prototype and test maps for a Junkergnome Island, and potentially they were working on that. And then they were like, you know what, let's just go whole hog and do Mechagon. But what's interesting is the fact that the map files for the Mechagnome Island were in the game files during Alpha and have mysteriously gone missing since. The map name is still in the game files, just the content for that map is no longer there. So I took it upon myself to download the Alpha from way back when and load that Alpha map into a map viewer and take a little look at it. Now this is it on Marlin's minimap viewer. It looks very unfinished. It kind of has a volcano. It's an island, obviously. And looking at this and comparing the images and the video from BlizzCon, I was like, damn, this potentially could have been a very, very early prototype of Mechagon, or like where they kind of got the idea for it. So what we're going to do, guys, is let's just dive right in and take a look at this very, very early map. So the map you just saw was Mechagnome Island. Islands 23, or the Junkergnome Caverns, is currently empty, so there's nothing to look at there. It's just an empty space. So as I said, this is super early. This is probably nothing, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a look at this map in particular because it's called Mechagnome Island. There could be some clues to potentially it turning into Mechagon. I guess once 8.2 launches on the PTR, we can actually see if map 1809 turns into Mechagon. I believe Mechagon in general is going to be like a questing zone and then a mega dungeon as well. I'm not really too sure on that, and I believe the island portion, if you look at the video from BlizzCon, there's like an island portion which is very, very similar in size to this development map, which is kind of interesting. I think this is called like the Junker Wastes. I would imagine you do your questing in this bit and then the actual dungeon itself is through another door, which they mentioned at BlizzCon. Now this kind of stuff really, really interests me. If you guys didn't know, there was a panel at BlizzCon called Builder Panel. It was called World Building in World of Warcraft. It was amazing, and if you have the virtual ticket, guys, I highly recommend you go and watch that panel because it was so awesome to see the development process. They actually showed you how they built Borealis. They show you a bit of the new AB as well, which is kind of cool. And yeah, that program they use, I want to have a go on it because it looked really cool. But honestly, looking at some of the videos from BlizzCon of Mechagon, and then looking at this island, you can kind of see like the shoreline and things like that are very, very similar. Obviously, a lot of the junk models and stuff are missing from this. I believe a lot of the models from Mechagon of the junk and the metal and stuff are just reused assets from Tiergard Sound, that little area in Tiergard Sound with all the gnome stuff going on. But obviously, there's going to be a lot of new assets as well, and it's going to look awesome. But this map is really cool. I just love it. I think, honestly, just take this map with a grain of salt. I think it's just cool to have a look at, and potentially, you know, we could be looking at a super early prototype for Mechagon. And according to Marlin's map viewer, this map has changed since 8.1, although it doesn't look like it has, but apparently some sort of changes happened in 8.1 with it. So yeah, maybe they are actually working on it. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for Mechagon. I can't wait for the mega dungeon. That's just going to be really cool. And all of that gnome stuff is just awesome as well. And the Junker gnomes look incredible. And I really hope they add some of their customization to existing gnomes, because I think some of that stuff just can't go to waste. It's really cool. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is just a video just to take a look at this very early map, get you guys thinking. If you have any more theories about this map, if you've noticed anything that I didn't notice during this exploration compared to the Mechagon map, do let me know. It will be interesting to see if this does end up being Mechagon, because the scale of it is not that big, not as big as you'd imagine. And honestly, looking at the video from BlizzCon again, it doesn't look that big either, or at least this section of it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. 8.2 is months away. It's very early days, guys, but I just thought, get this one out, show you guys. Yeah, let me know what you think. So before I go, I want to give a massive shout out to our amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. If you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partners Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and a merch store over on Streamlabs. And I'm also now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you're into live streaming of World of Warcraft, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.